Hello everyone, how are we all? Happy Saturday evening. So, hopefully you've all got lots of tips from previous videos. Hello Pip, everyone's joining me tonight. And you're busy brushing your dogs and you've contacted me if you need the right tools. I'm placing an order on Monday, guys, so yeah, get your orders in. If you need any products, tools, I'm happy to order and post out to you and sort that out for you. Pip, seriously, this wants to get the limelight, this one. So here I am on the hill, in the middle of nowhere. We walked from our house with our pack of dogs tonight to try and make these videos as close to reality as possible. So we've done previous videos on the sofa at home. We've done one video on the table just to show how I would do it. If you have got the opportunity to groom up high on the table, you're very lucky. But the reality is that this is real life, guys. This isn't even a life that I have, in the grooming world. This is me trying to groom dogs in front of you in a way that that you can relate to. So, I don't know whether you can relate to this now, but how beautiful and how lucky are we? If any of you get chance to do your hours exercise, get out on the hill, wherever, and just soak up this energy. It is there for you and it's free. It's better than any gym membership, trust me. So, making it reality. Most of you, my friends, Saturday night you might be having a drink, so am I. I am Pip. We're doing local tonight, Dunkerton cider, aren't we, Laura?
We are.
Don't pretend you're not either. One day, I'll introduce you to Laura. I'll take over the camera. She's nodding. No, it's not happening. Right, it will. So tonight we're on the hill. We're going to do a little demonstration to show that, you know what, dog grooming is. It should be a relaxed thing. You should be able to enjoy the time with your dogs, and it doesn't have to be regimented as long as you just do it every day. All right. We need you to be brushing and following my guidelines every day. Now you've got a bit more time. And it can be lovely. It can be in an area outside where you can let the dog hair float away and the birds can benefit in the nesting season from the hair. And also tonight we're going to be doing a hand strip bit of the tutorial on Tilly. This is my dog. Well, actually it's my mum's dog. Tilly's a little old lady now. She's 14. And yeah, I've had quite a lot of interest and inquiries about hand stripping and whether you can do anything at home, and you most certainly can. And how good is it that we're doing a hand strip hand stripping is a natural process, so you're taking the coat out when it is ready to come out on its molting cycle. And here we are in a natural environment doing this natural process, and how amazing is that? So anyway, I'm going to stop rambling. That's the side of it's making me talk. Right, so what you need to do, as usual, so I'll move that one out of the way, is get your brush, which we've talked about in previous episodes. If any of you want to know about brushes, flick back over the videos, and we'll talk about that, and we've also talked about handling techniques. So you need to give your dogs a really good brush, and you're going to be doing this every day anyway, so you should be on top of this coat by now. If you're not, you're in trouble. Right. And I've got Tilly sat between my legs like this because that's just giving her a bit of support. She likes to have a little slouch, so we're just giving her a good brush through, and then we're going to get our metal comb and give it a good comb. Now, how hard you brush, all of you, your dogs are going to dictate that to you. So you need to always work within their comfort zone and listen to their body language and what they are telling you. Don't give way to them. Keep a firm but kind. Keep a firm but kind mannerism, but always win. But do listen to them, because if your dog isn't tolerant of certain areas, just lighten up a little bit. Okay. As I say, you can get more handling tips on the first videos that I did. So, So I've chosen Tilly. She's a Border Terrier. They have a thick, soft undercoat and a top wiry, harsh waterproof coat. And the undercoat keeps them warm in the winter, and the top coat keeps them waterproof. Now you can actually, well, I'm going to say you can actually see, but you maybe can't. But if I flick Tilly's coat up like that, you can see almost when I part it how thick her undercoat is. You see all that dark stuff here? That's all soft, ever such a different texture to this coat on the top that I can pull out. So it's a very, very soft dandy undercoat and a top wiry, harsh waterproof coat. And depending on the stage of your dog's coat will depend on what you're taking out. Also, your dog might not have a very thick undercoat that Tilly is blessed with. It's a good thing and a bad thing. It means that they molt profusely around the house, but it does make it easier to strip. So here we go. We're going to use a different lot of tools now. We've given her a good brush through and a comb through. And all these are things that I can order you and send to you. This is a porous stripping stone, and we use that just to aid gripping the coat, basically, so you don't put a lot of strain on your hands, really. And this comes in just sort of square blocks, and you cut it up to size, and then you use it to grip the hair between your thumb and the stone. And this is something that you can do outside or inside and work through your hand stripping, okay? So I'm going to poke the coat up like that. Oh, God, I'm not getting any younger. Old knees. Ugh. Right. So we're going to take out, the brushing and the combing has taken a lot of the undercoat out. The top coat, I'm now going to start stripping. Now, what I am not doing is just, you can see this, I'll try and turn around. What I'm not doing is just pushing that through the coat. Okay, I'm actually gripping between my thumb and the stone. Okay. Do you know, I just think I sat on a stinger nettle. So it might look like I'm pushing the stone through, but I'm not, I'm gripping. And after a little while, this hand stripping stone will sort of mould to the shape of my hand. Until you look at the view. Right, just with that tiny little bit of time, look. I'll let the birds have it. Oh, do you know what I did? I sat in a stinger nettle. Oh
dear.
Right, and you want to do this as often as you can. Okay, every day when you do your grooming. If you've got a hand stripped dog, and I hand strip it, you can do what you call rolling the coat. And that's what show people do. They're literally onto their dogs all the time, literally every week stripping them down so the coats never get long and profuse. Okay, so if you strip, like just as a wiry coat comes through, if you strip it out then, it comes out very easily. Quite often on a lot of dogs, if you let the growth get to, say, between strips, say 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, the coat will go into a very stubborn phase and it won't pull out as well, like that. And so yeah, if you do rolling the coat, it's a great way to maintain your dog and keep it short through the hot months. And so you can all do this, and you know what? I could show you how I do the legs, I could show you how I do the undercoat, but if you just did this over the body, over the back, and slightly down the legs, if you just got to here and you left the legs, it wouldn't be the end of the world. So if you've got a breed that has got a wiry hand strip coat, you're actually quite lucky, because if it's a good wiry coat, it's not going to be so inclined to knot and mat as, say, the soft coats like the Cockapoos or Cavachons or anything with a soft coat like Cocker Spaniel or Poodle. But it is important for you to try and keep these coats down, because if we get a heat wave, say at the end of April, and we're still not back working, your dogs are going to get really hot, and we're going to touch on things soon in later on video clips to help keep your dogs cool if that does happen. And again, if you're struggling holding your dog and your dog's not as good as Tilly, just ask another family member just to come in with a few treats on their nose and just secure them so that they're a little bit more placid for you to get round and everything. I'm not going to want to stop now. It's addictive, right? You get into your brushing and your grooming. Once you get on top of the coats, you get into it each day. It's actually so therapeutic. Because I do it every day, day in and day out, I don't often get to experience that. When it's your job, your dogs are often the last on the table, and I certainly wouldn't normally be on the hill stripping them. Although I was just telling you, Laura, wasn't I, that the first time I stripped her mum, bless her, Tink isn't with me now, but I bred Tilly, so the first time I stripped her mum was on a mountain in Scotland, and it was just lush. It was just really, really lush. And Pip's coming in to check out now. They're all coming in. Pip, you haven't got any hair, sweetheart. Oh, I think she's jealous. So the other thing that you can use, and some of you with hand strip dogs might have one of these, this is a hand stripping knife. And this is used in exactly the same way as a stone, and what you're doing is gripping between the thumb and the knife to pull out. We prefer to use, we use a mixture of both really, but we do prefer before the bath to use this because this isn't as sharp as that, and theoretically that can cut through the coat a little bit as you're pulling out, although mine is very, very old because I've been grooming for so long, and it is quite blunt, but new hand stripping knives are quite sharp, so you can always blunt them up on the stone. And again, all that, everyone please give me a shout if you need me to get you anything. Now the other thing, this is going to make you laugh. God, I'm covered in hair. Hang on, need a drink. Cheers everyone. Hopefully you've managed to stock up on essentials as we did a few days ago. The other thing you're going to use, alright, I've got to keep a straight face as I'm saying this. Right. I'll say it really quickly. These are called finger condoms. I'm not going to repeat that, otherwise I won't be able to carry on for laughing, right? Anyway, so we put these on our thumb and our forefinger. Sorry, being silly now. Like that. And that, again, you can grip quite well. Pip, sweetheart. Come on.
Come, Pip.
So little areas like round the head, Tilly's just got a little bit of fluff. If I poke all that up, you can see these little bits. And you can do this all over the body. You can even try it if you've got a latex glove, but you've probably got better uses for latex gloves at the moment, to be honest, haven't you? But you can just pull it out like this. And remember, you shouldn't be forcing this coat out. If this coat isn't throwing and coming out like Tilly's coat, because she's a poor neglected dog groomer's dog, that never gets stripped enough, isn't that right? It means it's not quite ready, but keep brushing it anyway and combing it and keeping it in good condition, and just keep testing it once a week for stripping. Even if you take out a tiny little bit each day, you are helping, and you are going to really get that coat into a good condition so that you've got less undercoat, and it's going to keep cool in the months to come. And when you do this, guys, when you're doing all your grooming each day, I want you to look in their ears. Oh my god, that needs a clean. Right, Tilly's ear needs a clean out, so we'll get the baby white in that when we get back. I want you to look at their eyes, check that you've got no sleepy eyes in front of the eyes. Watch my previous video on cutting the hair in front of the eyes and keeping all that area nice and clear of sleepy eyes. While you're there, if you really want to, check their teeth. Have a good look in their teeth. And we're going to be doing a teeth video later on, maybe in a week or so's time, on teeth maintenance. And have a look in their feet depending on the breed of dog. Put your finger in between the pads and have a good feel, check there's no thick mats. Have a look at the claws. Again, we're going to be doing claw cutting, we will cover all this for you. And just check that your dew claw isn't absolutely curling all the way around and going back into the skin. Okay, this all could be issues that could crop up in the next however many weeks or months this is going to go on. So I think that's probably covered hand stripping. Laura, can you think of anything else? No, she's saying time's up, Kate. But we're going to go back to this lovely view, and I'm going to finish my cider and then take a walk back home. Enjoy the time that you've got, all of you, with your dogs and your family, and try and turn what is really a challenging time into some sort of positive, to having more time to spend with the love of your life. And I know that for me, that's my dogs. Okay, take care. See you soon. Bye.